Hello everyone! Welcome to Fab Cycle Unboxing with moi, Erin. Hi! I'm so glad you're coming in to join us today. It's so much fun to do unboxings, and with this being our third one, it's moving forward. It's doing great. So before I get into it today, as we begin, we want to acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. And just a little bit about FabCycle again, that we are a collection service for textile waste, and we work directly with local apparel manufacturers and industry, and we collect in schools, and we collect scraps and offcuts and dead stock materials, and sometimes things like what are behind me today. I've got a lot of zippers in the boxes here. They're all organized, and some this side thread, which is always fun to work with for different colors, contrast, matching, all that stuff. So lots of different types of thread. As you can see, we're got a lot going on in behind. There's always something being organized. There's always something coming in and always something going out. So if you're not already, make sure you are subscribed to our newsletter. Every week we have new fabric that gets dropped for your shopping pleasure. And you can purchase from the newsletter and go to the website and check it all out every weekend. So subscribe to the newsletter. There's new things all the time. All right, so let's get into box number one. I have two today. Box number one. Already I'm seeing some great natural fibers. Look at this beautiful. This is a really nice cotton. Looks like there's about ½ a meter here. It's quite beautiful. It's a little narrow, so this is a piece of material that typically would go into our treasure cart. So make sure you check out the treasure cart online. There's going to be all kinds of really awesome things. Wovens, knits, all kinds of materials. If they're a little too small to put into our bundles to sell for independent materials, they go into treasure carts. So treasure cart for this one. All right. This is so pretty. It's like a vintage kind of like beige floral pattern. Again, it feels like 100% cotton and about the same size as the other one. So head into treasure cart. Oh, this is beautiful. I love a good white and blue. Find the right side of the fabric. Looks like they're little bouquets of blue flowers. This is typically would be like a linen cotton, like meant for like pillowcases and sheeting and things like that. There's quite a bit of this one. This is beautiful. So this one's going to go into our bundles. Okay, we got some eyelet. Some really beautiful eyelet. It's got a little scalloped edge on there. I love the little embroidered flowers on it. So cute. It's just on one edge. So pretty. Gotta love the 100% cottons. I know they've been in high demand with everybody making their own face masks and everything, which is fantastic. And please, if you have questions throughout, make sure that you send a comment and everything. I'm on here and able to answer things as they come in. So I see my sister and my mom are watching. Hello. And Sandra, love watching Erin unbox things. Thank you, Sandra. This is beautiful cotton. This has got like this orange and blue and brown on the beige. So pretty. That's going to bundles. All right, some knit fabric that has like a knit top, like a jersey top, and then it's got a fleece on the underside. And it's got quite a bit of stretch in it. And this is like a weird kind of shape. It's got like a cutout here and also on the bottom corner. So this is something that's going to head over to treasure cart again. Some more cottons. Seeing the sizes and the types of materials, I wonder if whoever donated this box might have been a quilter. This box has been kind of sitting in our studio for a while, so it's always nice to pull those things out. A little bit of beige. These would look great together. Little match, love it. Okay, this is awesome. This is vintage cotton, and it's got an embroidered striped ribbon print. That is beautiful. That, you can smell the vintage. I love it. You can probably smell around, like, I would say like 70s or 80s vintage. Like smelling wine, smelling fabric. No. But this is gorgeous. Love this. More of our little beige and brown floral. Some cotton that is very thin. It's almost like kind of gauzy feeling, and it's got a little border print. Isn't that pretty? You can see it's quite sheer. I wonder if these would have been meant for shears. What would you make out of this one? When there's fabric that has like a border on one end and the rest of it is just a regular print, what would you make out of it? There's quite a bit, there's a few of these, what it looks like. 2, 3 of them. What would you make out of this when you have the border on one end and regular print on the rest of the material? Love this fabric. Oh, eyelet lace embroidered into the cotton with, again, a scalloped edge. Love it. I've always wanted a dress, like a little summer dirndl dress or something made out of this type of material that has the little scalloped lace edge. Skirt overlay from Sarah, yes, love it. There's just a little bit of this fabric, but it's quite pretty. This one's more of like a cream color, and the other one here looks like it's definitely more of a white. But isn't that pretty? There's a few of them, but they're all fairly small pieces, so again, heading to the treasure cart. More! Eyelet! All the eyelet! All the eyelet! There's like quite a bit of this stuff, so I mean, this is definitely something you could move towards the treasure cart and ask for some wovens. Some nice natural cotton, just white cotton. So pretty. All right, we got some green. I love the way the green and the leopard look together, don't you? Okay, open it up and it's got a satin finish, and then it's kind of like a flannelette kind of feel. Love it. This is so pretty. Let's see how much there is. Oh my gosh. There's quite a bit. So gorgeous. What does it say on here? 48% cotton and is that 52% acetate. So that means that the satin finish is the acetate and the back is the cotton. Love it. Again, that vintage smell. something about the sateen fabric makes me think of this purple skirt that I used to have. That was like a satin color, and I would wear it all the time. And it was quite like figure hugging. Love it. This type of material reminds me of that skirt all the time. It was great. From Eva, it's called Cuddle Skin. I like that. I love learning different things. There's some more of it too. Mermaid energy, that's right. This would be great. I have a couple of friends who do like Disney princess characters and go to parties, and you can hire them. And this is perfect for those types of outfits, like mermaid tails, all that kind of stuff. Love it. These are going to go into bundles, so you'll be able to see them online soon. Right now in the studio, we're not taking in-person appointments. We're only doing online right now due to COVID restrictions and all that, and trying to keep our team safe, and you, of course. So make sure that for shopping, you go online. If you have questions about anything, please send us a message, and it's usually Irina or myself will get back to you, and we get back pretty quickly. So if you have questions or would like pictures of things a little bit more close up, things like that, let us know. We'll get that going for you and make sure you get all the things that you love to work with. This is a really cool plaid fleece, and it's got like a smooth side and then a fleecy side, but it's the same pattern and print on both sides. It's really awesome. This would be great to make, like, you know, those plaid snap-up shirts for the gents. I don't know, something about this print makes me think of Grandpa. Oh, Grandpa. Throwing on a flannel shirt to go chop some wood. All right. This is quite a stiff fabric. It looks like it's like a carpeting, actually. So it's got a little like slub stripe. It's got a bit of shine in it, but it's quite stiff and it's flat on the other side. I think that's a shallow, like a short carpeting. That's quite pretty colors. I can see a lot of bedrooms with a little carpet under the nightstand or things like that. Really cool. A little bit of cotton netting gauze. It's definitely cotton to the touch. Definitely knit. It's really interesting. There's not a lot of it, and it's got a little weird cut. So this will go into treasure cart. Let's see. Oh, now we're talking. We got some velour velvet kind of feeling, and it's got I don't know if you can see the print that's like pressed into the velvet. That is beautiful. Do you think it's my color? I might take this one home. That's the thing, when you're a sewer and you work with fabric on a regular basis, I'm constantly taking things home and working on projects and using our dead stock to make new items new again. And that's what we're all about here at Fab Cycle, is taking things that would have otherwise gone into a landfill and making it something that is valuable and useful and new. And it's a pleasure being able to have that kind of environmental impact, because not a lot of jobs have that, and not a lot of careers, and I'm excited to be a part of it. Another little flannel, or not flannel, fleece, little narrow piece. This is great for like the border or a sleeve or something. There's enough for sleeves for a little jacket here. It's small enough to the treasure cart. This is a really beautiful feeling. It's very cozy. It's like a cotton flannelette feeling, kind of brushed. That's a gorgeous print. That would be very comfortable pajama pants. Just saying. We recently got some elastic that has a drawstring waist in it, so it's perfect for track pants and pajamas and things like that, and like even for jumpsuits for waistband, and that just screams pajamas to me. 'Tis the time of the year to be cozy at home. Okay, look at that print. Love it. Oh, that is so fun. It's definitely polyester woven, but as a lining to the most fabulous coat ever, this would be stunning. Someone needs to buy this and make a coat and do the lining and then share it with us so we can share it with everybody else. We do that quite often. If you share something that you've made with us, we do post it on our social media and make sure that all the creative credit gets due where it's meant to go. And we love showing what textile waste is capable of. So please send us your stories and how-tos on your own projects. Okay, this feels like silk. I think this might be silk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This looks like painted silk. That's gorgeous striping in there. Oh, I love that. This would be a stunning blouse, an absolutely stunning blouse. Cut it on the bias so the stripe goes diagonal across you. Love that. It almost looks hand painted. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, these two here are definite favorites. So when sewing silk, sometimes it can be a little tricky because it's such a slippery fabric. I personally have found that if I'm sewing with something that's slippery, I like to use craft paper or pattern paper that you can buy on a roll, and I'll put it on either side of the material with my walking foot on my machine, and it protects the fabric on either side with the paper and prevents slippage. So it's a little bit easier. And then because of the needle going through the paper, it perforates and you can just rip it off actually fairly easy. So that's just a little tip for sewing with more delicate and slippery fabrics like silk and polyester lining. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love it. It's like a crimped, like permanently pleated, crimped blue, like gorgeous navy. And then a part of it has stopped being crimped. Definitely a polyester, but oh goodness. So Colleen, just looking at my comments here. Colleen, what about tearaway interfacing? Tearaway interfacing you can definitely do. I've even used sew-in interfacing, and then it rips pretty easy. You can use a lot of different things. Just me personally is paper, because interfacing has usually a coating on it, which isn't so environmentally friendly. So I tend to personally use paper because I can just recycle it after. Okay, it looks like for this box we have our last fabric. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. This print! Oh my gosh. All right, give me the projects. Name them out. What are you gonna make with this fabric? Tell me all the things that you're gonna make with this, because this is gorgeous. This is the back, so it's a flat, and then the front has the satin. So it's definitely polyester, but oh my gosh, I love it. This is so beautiful. So much of it too. Oh, who's making a New Year's outfit out of this? Come on, hello. So fabulous. Oh, this is gorgeous. This will be online coming up soon for somebody. Somebody's gonna take this, and you better show me what you made out of it. I tell you. All right, box number 1 done. All right. Some of the fabrics that we get into the studio just bring so much joy to be able to work with it and spread it around for creatives and sewers and crafters and making sure that it gets a new life. I love it. One of the coolest fabrics we've recently got a lot of is some Cheeto Sante, which is a type of jersey knit made with polyester, cotton, bamboo. You can make it with lots of different things. It's a type of knit for the knit jersey. I love the Cheeto Sante. We have so much of it right now. We've got pink and turquoise blue. We've got this stunning lavender purple and a couple of black as well, and coral. It's so pretty to work with. To make jumpsuits for at home, little joggers for kids. It's really, really fantastic material. It's great for making scrunchies out of because the color is so vibrant. So it's really, really great to use. Another thing about Cheeto Sante or even silk, when you're doing your finishing, like hemming and armholes and necklines, if you don't want to use a facing, like a patterned facing for it, you can use bias tape, which we have so much of right now. It's being organized in the next few weeks, and come January, our bias tape and all that kind of stuff is going to be online. Bias tape has a bit of a give in it because it's cut on the cross grain, so it's really good for doing curves around necklines and armholes, and for curves around for hemlines. And so be on the lookout in January for that stuff. All right, box number 2. Looks like some jersey knit that feels like a mix between poly cotton, and it's all sticky together because it's sometimes in this studio it gets so staticky with fibers, and sometimes we get a little electroshock therapy here when we're brushing things against the table and creating energy. Love it. This is a beautiful stripe. Look at this color. This is great. This would be a really, really fantastic couple of tops. Love this. It'll be in our bundle section on our website. Ugh, ugh, something's underneath something. There we go. That feels glorious. Love that. This feels like bamboo, like a rayon bamboo. It's got a nice stretch in it in both directions, 4-way stretch. We've got quite a few bamboo little bundles and things like that coming out at you soon, so keep an eye out for bamboo. Rib knit. Just a narrow cut of it. But this black rib knit feels like it's the bamboo cotton. Really, really beautiful. Just a little bit of it. Heading to the treasure cart. A sweet caftan from Sarah. Yeah! There we go. Using the vintage fabric for the vintage garments. Love it. This guy looks like it is a bamboo jersey as well. And it's got a hole. Sometimes that happens for sometimes either bundles or rolls that we get. There's a hole that comes out in the very middle of the roll, and we have no control over that when it comes to our dead stock materials, but if it does happen for your order as we're unrolling it, we usually give a little bit extra just to make up for the holes. All right, I've got a little bag here of materials that look like they're all some sort of knit. Okay, look at that. I love, kind of looks like almost like butterfly wings. Love this. It's a nice stretchy jersey. Ooh, there's so many in here. Oh my gosh. These colors. I love this because it almost looks like it's like iodized or iodinized. I can't remember the word right now. What is that word? From copper, when it kind of turns that like greeny coppery color. The oxidization. There it is. The oxidization of copper. Isn't that gorgeous? And then there's a couple of spots of like a paisley kind of print in there. Oh, that's gorgeous. I can't wait to see what people are going to make out of these things. These are gorgeous. Look at all this color. Water, water, water. That's what that reminds me of, water. Or gemstones. This is definitely like a polyester jersey, but it is a really beautiful quality. It almost feels bamboo-y, if that's a word, bamboo-y. That'd be a good cocktail name, bamboo-y. I like that. Bam! Oh, look at all these colors. Oh, I love it. And these are all the same type of fabric. So these are going to be going out as bundles. So keep your eye out for these ones. Oh, isn't that stunning? A little bit of pixelated forest kind of print. Love it. What else is in here? Brightness, bright colors. So much fun! This coral. Oh, can't get enough. Jersey knit is one of my favorites. Another thing about knit right now is that we've recently come into a whole whack of knit that's been knit by a vintage knitting machine from 1912. You can check out all of our social media for videos of the machine working and knitting the material out of threads. But there's a bunch of it where it's cut into small pieces, or it's just the ribbing for the bottom around the cuff, that kind of thing. And we're selling that by weight. So it's $4 a pound for that material, so you can head to the website for that stuff. It's really fantastic for making patchwork sweaters and things like that out of, finishing garments with. It's really fantastic. There's so many different colors of it. It's fantastic. Erin is just throwing some at me here to show you. It's really, really cool stuff. So this is some of the red here, and it's got a two-way stretch in it, but we get pieces that are like pre-cut because they were used for something else. Most of it is acrylic knit, but there's a bunch that are 100% wool as well. You can find them online. We're pretty good at telling which is which. More things being thrown at me. I love it. Throw at me all the fabric. Come at me. It's so good. But this gray is a wool versus the acrylic. It's so pretty. So this is the stuff you can buy by a pound. We also have it on rolls. I have them in front of me here. So there's a little roll of some of the material, and you can buy it by meter. We do half-meter increments for you. All in it. So fantastic. Anything else I need to... Oh! Our next event before we're done. Our next one is in 2 weeks. It'll be on December 30th, and I hope that you'll join me then as well. We've got so much happening in the studio all the time, and if you have any questions at all about orders online, new things that are going to be online, things that are online but you want a little bit more details of them, we can chat and collaborate and make things happen. Using dead stock fabric is one of the best ways to have an environmental impact. And make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. Don't forget about that. We've got a blog that has been doing fantastic, and you should definitely go and read it. There's all kinds of information there. So it looks like my time is up with you all. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you coming in and watching me with all of this glorious fabric. We'll see you again in 2 weeks, December 30th. Love you.